So the first thing I did was I studied the partnerships between charities and commercial organizations to see what it was that drove the most successful partnerships. And without a doubt, it was the shared dream. It wasn't the brand benefit, it wasn't the staff stickability. Those things were like ticking the boxes. They said we're allowed to work together, but the actual pitch winning moment was always in the emotional dream space. Whether it was Tesco, the UK's largest supermarket chain, realizing that it needs to be back at the heart of its community, and the heart of the community are old people, and people with dementia find it impossible to go shopping on their own, and therefore changing their entire policy to make it possible for people with Alzheimer's and other dementia diseases to go shopping. It set them on fire, especially as they discovered that 12,000 of their own staff were living with dementia. Or whether it was a month-long conversation between Save the Children and GlaxoSmithKline, where they had all kinds of corporate objectives, but realized that actually the purpose of both organizations was to stop children dying. Yeah? Who was happier to find that out? Save the Children, the clue's in the name. Yeah? They kind of had an idea what they did. GlaxoSmithKline were rather surprised, relieved, and indeed rejuvenated when they realized that the purpose of GlaxoSmithKline was actually the same as the purpose of Save the Children. They'd just forgotten to say it. And then in my research, I came across a book called Obliquity, which set me off on another great run of research and suggested this phenomenon has for a very long time existed outside the pure charity sector. So I'm going to do something in about 10 seconds here. Those of you taking photographs, you get a copy of my slide deck afterwards. Yeah? That's good. That saves you taking photographs with half of me in it and putting it on Twitter and making me look fat. Okay? Thank you very much. And as part of the Obliquity research, he looked at the effect of having a dream or an emotional mission on commercial organizations. And one he picked on was Johnson & Johnson, that has traded successfully every year since 1886 and has never changed its mission statement. It is and always has been, our first responsibility is to the doctors, nurses, and patients, to mothers and fathers and all others who use our products and services. And he directly compares Johnson & Johnson to Merck, who do the same thing, were founded 5 years later, traded extremely successfully up to the year 2000 with a mission statement which was, medicine is for the people, but then decided to change their mission statement in the year 2000 to make a profit from everything we do. And look what happened. Look what happened to their market capitalization once they focused on the money. Yeah? Am I allowed to say that all these things happened immediately after the 1980s? I'm not going to get political about it. You guess where I stand? I'm Scottish. Yeah? Yeah? We did not give Margaret Thatcher a sainthood in Scotland. ICI, one of the world's biggest chemical companies ever, formed in 1926 with the mission serving customers through the innovative and responsible application of chemistry. Complete unbroken growth until 1997, when some genius decided they would sharpen their focus by changing their mission statement to value for shareholders. Woohoo! All those scientists leapt out of bed at 5:30 in the morning and put in 4 free hours every day to deliver value for shareholders. It was only 10 years later, the unthinkable happened and ICI was broken up, and a little bit remains called AstraZeneca to today. And my favorite case study is an American company called Boeing. Founded in 1916 with the best mission statement of all time: to eat, breathe, and sleep the world of aeronautics. Yeah? I could do that, and I'm scared of flying, and I could still do that. Brilliant. All the way up to 1994, and they changed it to value-based environment of return on investment. Yeah? Whoops. Those of you in the room will realize it was 2003 when Airbus overtook Boeing for the first time ever. You're European, you can cheer at that point, okay? Woo, it's kind of good. Boeing didn't let it get any worse, and they realized that perhaps this was creating the wrong culture. So they did a huge, big, organizational-wide consultation to come up with a new mission statement. You have one guess as to what was the most popular new mission statement for Boeing. To eat, breathe, and sleep the world of aeronautics. And they've had a bounce back ever since until their airplane started falling out the sky. Okay? Well, that's not to do with their mission statement. That's due to execution. Okay? Simple as that.